What's going on, guys? It's your boy Anubis, bringing you another morning with Anubis. Now, I may look cheery, I may look happy, I may seem really ecstatic from the way I talk or from the way I'm projecting myself to you guys. But the truth be told is, guys, I have a sensitive matter to discuss with you guys today, and that matter would be depression, anxiety, bipolar, ADHD, PTSD, any of those things you guys might have or might be struggling with. I can relate to you guys. I suffer from many of these mental illnesses, mental conditions, whatever you may want to call them or label them as. I have them too, guys. A lot of you guys may not know this, but now you're going to know. This is a very sensitive issue, and why I say that is because it's going to be hard for me discussing about this topic. But again, I want to give you guys an insight into my mind, and for you guys to get to know me as a human being, as an individual, not just as an entertainer, a live streamer, a YouTube director. I want you guys to know Emilio Ruiz. And that's the reason why I started this whole series, so you guys can get an insight into my mind, try to relate to some of the things that I discuss with you guys. So, you know, lately, today, this morning anyway, mostly, and for the past few days, I've been feeling really out of it, and had a lot of time to dwell and think to myself, and that's primarily because of the power outages that I've been having, which has been keeping me isolated from what usually distracts me, which is the internet, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, live streaming. Usually keeps my mind preoccupied and usually keeps me distracted enough to a point where I don't think so much and that I don't get caught into my own feelings or emotions, or, you know, I don't have all these issues, these problems. You know, wanted to discuss it today because I don't know what else to talk about. I just think this is something that needs to be discussed out in the open with everybody. Because my thing is that I believe in that you should be able to express yourself freely and should be able to voice your opinion or voice your feelings without being judged, without people looking at you like you're crazy or there's something wrong with you, even though there may be something wrong with you, but not something that makes you crazy or makes you different from another person. Depression is very serious, and it doesn't make you crazy, it doesn't make you different from other people. It's just something that you struggle with. The anxiety, the bipolarness, the ADHD, these are things that you just struggle with and you cannot help. Even people with the most normal lives and that don't struggle with this kind of condition or illness still get it. It still happens to them even. They still experience anxiety, an overwhelming sensation. They still get depressed and stressed out about their lives and things that are going on in their lives. They may not always realize that it's a form of depression or anxiety. Some people just consider it just pure stress. But what is stress without the anxiety, without feeling depressed, without feeling like there's something wrong in your life? That's what depression and anxiety really is. It's an overwhelming sensation of pressure and uncontrollable, random racing thoughts in your head. And it's just awful to deal with it on a daily basis, because I do, every day, every second of my life. I may seem happy, I may seem cheery, but I don't cry and I don't show my weakness because I don't want to appear that way to you guys. I know a lot of people try to keep their channels very positive and upbeat and try to always give you nothing but the good side of them. But guys, I want to bring you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the miraculous side. I want to show you guys the light and the dark to my life. Because I no longer want to be afraid. I no longer want to feel like that I'm going to be judged. I want to worry about what other people think about me anymore. So I'm coming forward to you guys today, talking about this and just talking about depression in general, and letting you know that I struggle with it and with a lot of other things in my life. My life hasn't been easy. And yeah, okay, some of it I've done to myself. I made some poor decisions, some poor choices. And that's just part of growing up and part of learning, you know. You learn from the choices you make, or you're supposed to anyway. And, you know, I sometimes haven't learned. Sometimes I keep making the same choices, same mistakes. But lately, I've been just feeling really depressed and really feeling out of sorts and just not feeling like myself. You know, and that's another reason why I kind of like haven't been live streaming either. Not just because of the power outages, but, you know, even after the power outages, I should be streaming as soon as my power comes back. There should be no excuse as to why I don't stream. But realistically, what it comes down to, guys, is just I dwell so much of my thoughts, and I feel so alone. I literally have 0 friends. I literally have nobody that I can really reach out or talk to. Especially like late at night. Especially during my late nights anyway. Because, I mean, you know, most people are asleep. Or most people got a life. People got school, work, family, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, kids, so on and so forth. And I know most of you guys out there that watch this video or that have gotten to know me or watch my live streams are pretty much a younger crowd. Way younger than me and still are experiencing life, still learning. And, you know, kudos to you guys and much respect to you guys for watching this and trying to understand and taking the time to listen. I appreciate it. You know, I just feel really pathetic. I feel so desperate. I feel like, yeah, sometimes I do want attention. I cry out for attention. I become a little attention whore. But, like, depression and anxiety and bipolar and ADHD and PTSD is no joke, guys. Some of you guys think it's as easy as just kind of like getting over it or doing something that makes me happy or something that'll distract me. Sometimes that doesn't always work. Sometimes it's not as easy as just taking a step forward and moving on. Sometimes you can't help but sit there in what you feel like is quicksand and somebody sitting on your chest and putting all their weight down on you to a point where you can't breathe, to a point where you start sweating, to a point where you just feel like crying and screaming, and it's just such an overwhelming feeling. I don't want to go too far, but then I don't want to say too little. So it's hard for me right now to find a happy middle where I feel comfortable enough discussing certain things without going to a point where I feel like you guys are gonna maybe not like the video, maybe no longer like me, maybe unsubscribe, maybe unfollow me on Twitter, maybe stop coming to my live streams. These are things that I go in my mind as I even discuss this, that I worry about losing the following I have. I worry about losing the subscribers. I worry about my Twitch failing, about me failing, you know, because I really want to take this somewhere. I really want to grow. I really want to become popular because I want to make this into a career. I know that this has a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities, but you have to work hard for it, and you have to keep focused, and you have to keep yourself centered. You can't wander off. You can't let your mind start playing tricks on you and let yourself start thinking that you're doomed to fail. Because you start thinking that way, you will be doomed to fail. You have to try to keep positive as best as possible. Put on a smile on even when people think, or, you know, you want people to think that you're happy. Or when you think you're unhappy, throw a smile on anyway. Because eventually that smile will build into an actual real smile. You start feeling better about yourself. You start regaining that confidence. And eventually you'll push past it. Whatever it is that is bothering you. And guys, I just want to let you all on, everyone out there that has depression, anxiety, or needs someone to talk to, there's plenty of different ways you guys can contact me. And if you guys really, really need to reach out to somebody during your most depressing times, even if it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it may be, if you really need someone to be there for you guys, I'm more than willing to be there for you. I would love for us to be there for each other. So I'm extending this out to all of you out there who watch this video, who tune in today's Mornings with Anubis. If you guys really, really, truly, and honestly need somebody to talk to at your lowest times, contact me on Twitter. Comment down below. I'll message you privately my phone number, my personal phone number. You can call me at any time. Obviously, don't harass me. This goes out to people who legitimately need help, who need and want a person that cares for them, that's willing to listen to them, that's willing to give them some advice from what they have learned in their experience. Because I'm sure I'm older than most of you guys who are following me and who are watching this video. I know there are a couple that are close to my age, but I feel for the most part you guys are younger. And I know how hard it is to discuss these things with people who do not understand, or people who you feel like wouldn't understand you, who couldn't understand you. Guys, I want to tell you, you are not alone. I love you guys sincerely and deeply. I care for each and every one of you more than you will ever realize. I know a lot of YouTubers say it. I know a lot of live streamers say it. I know a lot of the e-gamers or the gaming society, the gaming community says it so much and so often. But I can guarantee you only about 50 to 60% truly mean it. So guys, remember, you're not alone. That's all I got for you guys today. Remember, stay cool, be cool, give respect, and you'll get respect in return. I love you guys. Peace.